Hello, Slicey Dicers. So, what's that Tonto? You will find out soon. Already got people on here. Hold on one moment. Let me get my live chats up and whatnot so I can see y'all's talk without looking at my phone because I'm not coordinated enough to do otherwise. There we are. Wow. I didn't realize when I hit the yep. There we go. All right, I got y'all now. I'm sorry, I hit the pending live thing a bit earlier. I think it comes up when it does that. So yeah, welcome everyone to Brews and Blades. Already got a lot of you on here. First of all, I want to thank my sponsors. I do not have the usual backdrop here because there was a cat-related incident, and I have to replace some of my stickers. So we're going with the standard backdrop tonight. So we're going with the standard backdrop tonight. But I do want to thank Weehaw for providing me with our usual giveaway thing. We're going to do that here. I will explain how in a minute. It's going to be a little different tonight. I've done it before, but we're going to do it the other way. You get this if you impress me with a suggestion. You get this little T6, T8, T10, courtesy of Weehaw Tools. Thank you guys so much for that. I'm going to put these away for a moment because I'm going to be doing the knife sale very shortly. These are all stuff that I am selling off. So we'll get to that in a moment. All right. First of all, let's talk about the beer. I always forget that until later, and this time I'm going to do it right up front because it is from one of my favorite beer companies, and I was there last night at their Halloween party, and it was a lot of fun at their brewery. This is from Three Heads Brewing. This is called Tiger Blood. It's only half a Charlie Sheen reference. It's also one of the big colleges here is RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology. They're the Tigers. It was made in honor of that. It's just an IPA, but it's really, really good, and only 6%, which is ironically kind of easy going for Three Heads. They make a lot of really hardcore stuff, so they put it in a bigger can, I think, because it's only 6%. It is delicious, though. I had a few of them last night. I dressed up with my wife as the Wonder Twins, and she made the costumes, and I have to say, they were fantastic. We made the finals, but we didn't win the costume contest because there was a really awesome Beetlejuice and a really awesome Edward Scissorhands there. So we were robbed. Is there any truth to the rumor that you will be wearing a unitard tonight during this broadcast? No, but I did wear a unitard last night, I will admit. And you know what I learned that I did not have an appreciation for before, except for when you have to wear a unitard all night long, is pockets are great. I was so frustrating not having pockets. I'm carrying like my phone and my vape thing just in my hand. Luckily, I was able just to open a tab, and I know the owners of the place, so we got to put all our stuff in the back instead of hanging it there. So I put my wallet and stuff in the back, but I had to walk around with my phone and my vape thing. If I could show you guys a picture of it somehow on here, I would, but not quite sure how I'd manage to display that on here. My iPad is dead at the moment, so, and I'm using my phone, but yeah, you dressed as a people person for Halloween. That's probably a better thing. My wife goes, I will admit, like my wife goes all out, but I will admit the Wonder Twins was my idea, and I was hoisted on my own petard. She did such a good job with the costumes that they were horribly embarrassing, but very funny, and people really liked them. So 3 years ago, we didn't go out last year, but or 2 years ago, we went out as the aliens from Plan 9 from outer space. That was it was really cool. And it's a terrible Ed Wood movie. It's one of the worst movies ever made. 80% of the people didn't know who we were. The 20% that knew who we were thought it was the most amazing thing they'd ever seen because she really just nailed the costumes on that too. So yes, people have pointed out the twin thing. Didn't think about that. I just didn't think. I thought it'd be a funny couple's costume to be the Wonder Twins. Didn't think about the sexual implications there. So before I do the sale, I want to get more people on. So I want to ask you guys a question, and this is something I do need some serious responses to. A lot of people are using that YouTube Premiere, and I think it's great. I really like that I could put a video up and schedule it and then sit with you guys and talk about the videos that's going on. I think it's a really good idea. But I have seen a lot of people, I'm also a car guy in the car community, are furious about it because you get notifications on your phone or whatever and saying, never do Premiere again. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. If you guys think it's cool, I would like to do it. I would really like to do it, but you are going to get a notification on your phone unless you change the settings. So let me know if that's going to bother you. I think it would be a lot of fun. I'd really like to talk with you guys live as the video is going on. I think that would be a lot of fun. I think it's a great feature. It's one of the rare times that YouTube has done something pretty awesome, I think. But please let me know in the comments if you think it's all right. So yeah, it's one more notification. Who gives a crap? But I ignore them anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I really want to start doing probably not all the videos, but if it's a knife that I think is a lot of people are gonna watch right away, the second it comes out, if it's like an important knife, or I know I'm the first one to ever review it or whatever, I would kind of like to do it. So, all right. Yeah, the execution needs a bit of work, but it isn't hard from my end. I think on the user end it's a bit odd, but yeah, I'm gonna try out a few. So we'll see. I'm gonna try a few out, and if people don't like it, they don't like it, and I won't do it anymore. That's a nice thing to do. And once the premiere is over, which my videos aren't that long, they're only 10-12 minutes. Once that 10-12 minutes is over, it just goes up like a normal view or normal video. So who gives a crap? All right, let's get some money moving out of the way. I'm doing a very brief knife sale. I got some bills coming up. None of this stuff is too shocking that I'm letting go. Maybe one of them is, but let me pull up here to make sure I got all the prices right before I got the prices right. I'm Drew Carey today. All right, first up, and also the rules for this are going to be a bit different for the sales. Email me at sliceydicy75@gmail.com if you want something I put up for sale. I'm not going to do through PayPal. I also own another business, and you're going to get an invoice from Square, which you can use any credit card, any debit card, anything you want. The reason why I'm not going to use PayPal now is a couple of my friends have gotten nailed with PayPal, just decided to not do, they've decided to ban people who are selling knives. It hasn't happened to many, but it's happened to a couple. And all of my PayPal accounts are tied to my social security number, and like a third of my income comes through PayPal from my other business. I can't risk getting in trouble with PayPal, even though it's complete bullshit, but I just can't. So you get an invoice from Square. It's like you're buying something on Amazon. We have a reputation thing on Square. You have more buyer protections than you do on PayPal, trust me, because I've had a couple of real jerks that just decided to screw me on a sale, and they definitely favor the seller way more than, or favor the buyer way more than PayPal does. But you'll just get an invoice through PayPal. Everything will be, or through a Square, and everything will be fine. It's the same as always. It's just you're just going to get an additional email, and you just got to click on it. So everything is US only. I've lost too much stuff shipping overseas, so everything here is like new inbox. None of these have any caveats to them, so let's get going. First up, I am going to sell my Tuya Envy. It's a really cool knife, a little kind of Tonto-ish looking blade. I really do like it. It is one of 12, this one is. They only made 12 in this normal color. The other ones are all green with bronze, I believe, on them or something. This is the one of only 12 they made in this normal gray and blue color. $210. So shoot me an email if you want that. First email to slicydicey75 at gmail.com is gets this. Yes, it is Brian Speck. He emailed me and said, hey, they sent me 12 of these. Do you want one? And I said yes. Next up, Practic. This is one I'm going to replace as soon as I sell it. I really do like it. I'm selling for 120 bucks. They go for like 145. It is absolutely, completely like brand new. I was going to dye the scales to black. I got it in the brown because it's the first one I could get, or the tan, whatever they call it. But yeah, it's not worth the effort to dye in the scales. I can just sell it and get another one. So that is what I am going to do. So this is the Practic, $145 retail, 120 bucks. Next up, trying to go in order of how I have them here on my screen in front of me. Bestech Junzi. I had this up on the last one. You know what? I'm gonna say it's 120. I think I've got it on the thing down below at 130. I'll change it as soon as it's over. But 120. Shoot me a message if you want a cool little one-hand slip joint. It's a really nice knife. I think they go for like 160. I honestly, I think I carried this once. It's just not something I'm using a whole lot at all. S35 VN, titanium, very cool little one-hand slip joint. Like it, but don't need it. So 120 for that. Next up, Bestech Toucan. Just reviewed it. Great knife. Really, really cool. I just have a lot of knives in this category. So $48. I think they go for 63. So I said 48. I know that's a very precise price, but for once I thought about something for a minute. So 48 bucks for this. All these prices are shipped to your door, by the way. So pretty cool knife. But again, I just have a lot in this kind of $50-ish D2-ish range. So. And last up, Benchmade full-size Griptillian. I just got this. I had an REI dividend thing, so I used it to get that to use for a couple of comparison reviews, and I'm done with that now. So this is the bog stock Griptillian with the Grivery handles. What's their word for fancy plastic? And the 154 SAM blade, the Pardue style blade. $80 for this. So there you go. Those are what I have for sale. Shoot me an email, sliceydicy75 at gmail.com. You can email me while we're on the live here on the air, but I'm not going to answer until we're done. And then first come, first serve, and I will get those on the way to you. I will say tomorrow I'm really busy with work, so they might not go out till Tuesday, just to let you know that. So, all right. Now I'm going to go back to where I can see your comments. All righty. We're going to talk now about, you know what I'm going to do? I have never done this live on the air, and I think you guys might enjoy it. So we're going to do a little bit of a pocket dump here tonight. And I really wish that they would allow me on, or allow you, I guess I should say, on the YouTubes to show pictures, because I'd really like to see your pocket dumps if we did these. It'd be a lot of fun. But alas, they do not allow us to do that. So this is legit, honest pocket dump of just what I have in my pocket today. And as I started this, I realized that I don't remember what knife I have in my pocket. So I don't remember what primary knife I had. I put one in my pocket this morning, and then I never had a reason to use it, so I haven't taken it out. So let's see. My primary knife I have in my pocket today is give me my Cold Steel Code 4. This is great. This is one of the best suggestions you guys ever gave me. It's everybody kept telling me to get one, saying it was one of the best Cold Steels. It's great. And you were right. I freaking love this thing. This is the S35 VN one. I do kind of wish I had gotten an XHP, but I don't. But I did want to try Cold Steels at S35, so it was two birds, one stone kind of situation. I was going to wait on the clip point, but it kept not coming, and I just gave up and got the spear point. And but I do really like the spear point too, so I really like it. It is a really, really cool knife. It's breaking in very, very nicely. It was pretty good out of the box, but now it's just as good as my very well broken in American Lawman I'm really liking it, as I just failed to open it, because you do have to put a bit of wrist in it. On the triad lock, you just do. So, yeah. And what else is in my pockets today? Yeah, full size but super slim, but I like that about it. What do you got? Somebody said you have a Spyderco S35 VM Brown. Great, one of the best versions of the PM2. Mini Kalashnikov. Oh, I wish I could carry those. God, I love the little Kalashnikovs, but it's illegal in my state, so I can't. What else do I got in here? I got my other Swiss Army ALOX. This is the Cadet, the 2018 Cherry Red or whatever the hell they called it. I don't remember, but really liking this. Been carrying this a whole lot. With a very poorly executed lanyard by me on it. I'm not good at tying things. I think I'm gonna make my daughter do one. Sound too low? I don't know. I'm looking at my levels. It looks as high as usual. Next up, what my wallet wise, I have. Oh, I didn't have it closed before I came out here. I have my dust off a mirror. This is the Topsider. Almost forgot what it was. Have not carried another wallet since I got this. It's been an awesome, awesome wallet. It's can fit all my stuff in it. Fits in the front pocket. Love this thing. It's been fantastic. What else? Oh, my keys. I guess that's the only thing else I have today. I haven't been too crazy, but I do have a lot on my keys. So I did make one change to my keys since the last time I did something about my keys. I'm never going to change this. This is the Olight. Which one is it? The I1R EOS. This thing is just the best keychain light like in the history of Everkind. I freaking love this thing. It's just so small, so light, works great, rechargeable, everything you want. Keys to my dirty Subaru, house keys, Vegeta, of course, Kakarot. I've always got Vegeta on there, or some nerdy thing. I'm still using the Leatherman style PS. I'm thinking about going back to. I used to have a Squirt, and I just freaking lost it. Kind of thinking about going back to that, but this is pretty great, so maybe not. And what I like about this is it's airport legal, and I fly a lot, so it is good to have this on here if I just forget, because then all I have to do is take off this, and this is a change. I was carrying a Spyderco Man Bug on my keys, but it was just a bit too bulky. So, and you guys know I just did a review of this. The screw pop, that's gone on there. I really do like the screw pop a lot. It's just a little utility blade, because there's no blade on this. That's what makes it airplane legal. So that's nice. I did switch the blade out. This is it has the DeWalt carbide blade on it now. So these DeWalt carbide blades are awesome. You can get them at Home Depot or anything like that, and they're super cheap, and they last forever. So yeah, and what's another nice little feature about it, it's got a magnet to hold the blade in, but also that little magnet holds it to my multi-tool, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. Just makes things a bit less rattly. So I really like it. So I have not tried any of the Phoenix lights, blue collar. I've been wanting to, but every time I buy a knife from them, I think, maybe I should throw one of those in there, but I never do it. So what else we got? You can't get into the utility blade thing. Yeah, you just gotta. It's like the first time you really have to use one is when I didn't think much about it either, and then I got one and I got to use it, and then I was like, yeah, I'm kind of into it now. It's just nice to keep wear off my expensive stuff. Other thing I've been carrying, I took this out of my pocket already because I was using it to make notes, and we're going to talk a bit more about these right now. This is the new pocket pen. I said I was going to do a review live tonight. This isn't going to be a quite full review, but pocket pens, love them. These cool little plastic things you get to switch around, and they're so light, so easy to carry. Good pens, very comfortable in the hand and all that stuff. But they've made two major changes lately, and that's what we're going to talk about for a moment. First of all, you can get a pocket clip now, which is pretty great. They're not cheap. They're $3.95. I guess they're not they're not expensive, but compared to the price of the pen, I think when you price these out, if you buy them in like 5 packs, I think you're paying like $1.75 or something for the pen. So the pocket costs more than the pen, but they work. The clips work great, and now you have these new Right in the Rain versions where they are pressurized, waterproof, all that stuff, and I can attest to you that they work. I can promise you that these are 100% waterproof. How do I know? This pen has gone through the wash twice and it works fine. So I'm an idiot and I forget to take things out of my pocket. So these things are great. I highly, 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 highly recommend you go to pocketpens.com, and you can buy them in, I think you can buy singles, but you can also buy like groups of 3, 5, 10, whatever. Just buy a bunch of these. They're really, really, really good. And you can always find discount codes and stuff on the interwebs and all that stuff. But great, great thing. Worst thing nitpicking about the pocket pen was how they write so great change. You know, I actually think that these, I think that the standard ones write just a little bit better. This is a really fine ink for me, but other than that, I really love the Right in the Rain version. Only because my previous ones, my non-Right in the Rain ones, go through the wash and they ruin clothes, where these go through the wash and don't ruin clothes. So that's a nice thing to have. And then I've got one here also just hanging out without the clip on it. But very, very cool stuff. My wife even uses them now. That's one of the few things I've gotten her from this, the history I've done this channel, that she's really gotten into and sticks with. So, oh, we got STI Ranger 1911. I know there's gonna be a lot of guns in here. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I don't carry a gun. So mixed rider custom SMF. Oh, that's nice. Warning Black Mama, small honey badger, and oh, the copper Olay. I really do want a copper Olay. That is something that's on my list. Copper or brass one. Something that well, it's something that's just really, you know, I want something that's gonna look like crap that's gonna age. So what else do you want to talk about? We have here's upcoming stuff we have coming. I got this. This is from, it's in a pass around. A lot of people got to touch it, but this belongs to the one and only Nick Shabazz, which makes me feel famous, kind of. But this is the Ferrum Forge Fortis 2.0, and it's pretty impressive. I've ordered the Dow. So this just is making me very excited for the Dow, because it is, I think Birdshot mentioned it, and it may have been this exact same knife they did the review with, but listen to that. Oh, it's just such a good, solid click lockup like you would not believe. It is crazy the sound this thing makes. It's just fantastic. It's really, really nice, and I wouldn't have ordered it with these particular scales, but man, it's nice. It's a really, really cool knife. Also coming up, I have the Manly Wasp. Manly sent me this themselves. This is a loaner from them. I was really intrigued to try these. You guys know I like really modern, modern and ultra modern traditionals. You know, it's the slip joints and stuff. This is S90V, super slim, super slicey, lots of stops, all that stuff. This is not the color I'd ordered it in, but very, very cool. That'll be coming up this week too. This is a really, really nice knife, and it's super, super slicey. I think it's, yeah, it's like 0.09 or 0.10 blade thickness of S90V. Nice deep carry clip. Pretty awesome. You anodized your Anthem blue. You're a brave man, Jeremy Russell. Bug out with carbon scales. I didn't think about carboning mine, but I don't know. I also just carry it so much, I think I might just beat it up. Olay I13T EOS, and all you guys with your copper lights, I think you're just rubbing it in my face. Who makes my stickers? Either my printer or down in my kitchen or my dining room, or Sticker Mule I use when I do larger amounts of stickers. Sticker Mule is pretty good. I have a local company that can do them, but they're not as cheap and they take longer. So, how does it compare to the Atlas? I assume you're talking about the Manly. It's bigger than the Atlas for sure. I don't think there's really that much comparison between the two of them. The Atlas is a much smaller knife. You sent it to Michael Emler and had him do the Anna for it. Is he on like Instagram or something? Have any Hogue knives, Slicey? I'm gonna have a Hogue knife tomorrow. I actually bought. I think LTK put up yesterday the Ritter Hogue, the new Hogue Ritter review. That his knife is coming to me. I bought it from him, so I'll have it. I'll have it on the morrow, as they say, and I will probably put that up pretty darn quick because I'm going to do a little comparison with the Griptillian that I'm selling, so I want to get it done so I can get it out. But and then I'll do a full review of it later. You're on Cuban time. Cuban time is East Coast time. Daily Carry Solutions. I don't understand why that's your excuse. Unless you just mean you're hungover. That would what I assume would be Cuban time. I'm gonna keep rotating some stuff out here, so waiting on the black and red version of what? Of the Ritter? Are they doing that? I was not aware of that. So and Joe Pardue, I got your email about the Praxis, so that's yours. I'll send you out an invoice here as soon as we're done. Oh, that guy. Yeah, I have checked out his channel. I'm not good with names, mate. I just can't. I can't keep them in my brain holes. It's just that names don't stick. This knife is making me sell a whole lot of stuff, I do have to say. Part of the reason why some of the stuff that's come up, I carry this damn thing so much that I've just been like, I don't need the other ones. I carry this one so much. This is, of course, the ZT0393 Stonewash Sprint Run version. But, man, I'm loving this thing. It's probably my favorite knife I reviewed this year, I think. And I didn't even realize that at the time I reviewed it. It took a minute. And then I realized that I liked it a whole lot. So, so let's do how we're going to give away your Weehaw tools. All right. So, again, T6, T8, T10 set. What we're going to do, am I going to get a real hinderer? That's part of the reason why I'm selling all this stuff is I want a real hinderer. So I really want to try it out. So, but before we get to that, here's your little Weehaw tool set. What you have to do to win it, and we're going to do this one live. You don't have to wait till it's over and comment down below. My next review knife. Sometimes I do this to choose the next review knife, and we have a lot of fun with this. So under 50 bucks, because you guys seem to like the budget stuff lately. So I'm gonna do the under 50 bucks this time. I always pick an arbitrary number. This time it's under 50 bucks. Tell me what knife you want me to review next. Under 50 bucks. And if I pick you, if I agree with you, then you get this. And I'm going to do it live as we're on here. So I'll pick before the end. We got half an hour to go. We can talk about other stuff while we're doing it. But give me a suggestion. Under 50 bucks. Something I haven't reviewed before. Preferably something something fairly new. So, yeah. Oh, the Wasp in black and red. Yeah, that would look cool. Yeah, I kind of want a black Wasp or something. I do like the knife, but I don't care for that color very much. No Ganzos. Won't do that. Large Honey Badger. I have the medium one. I don't know if I really want to get a large one just for that. And also, I have a really hard time getting them shipped to me because I live in New York State and Amazon has decided that flipper tabs are illegal here, even though they are totally not. So, yeah. How do you feel about the ZT Slicer 056? I'm not quite sure what that is without Googling it, and I'm on the thing, so that's two for the Bestech Beluga, unless it was someone doing two things. The Hogue Griptillian thing I have arriving tomorrow, so that's I don't know. I'm not following you guys. CRKT LCK, not a bad suggestion at all. I've actually been considering one of those. Normally, knives from gun companies aren't good, but that one seems to be an exception, so maybe I will. Have I ever tried a Benchmade custom knife? No, I haven't. I have not gone into their high dollar thing, and my lights just turned weird, so I apologize for that. My heater popped my circuit breaker, so let me hold on for 0.5 seconds while I flip my circuit breaker. There we go. Lights back on. Lights back on. Sorry about that. It's yeah, when I have my heater running, sometimes my my little surge protector, that's the word I was looking for, pops. So Sierra T Hootenanny. I'd already did the Tuya knife bruiser. Where did you get the pen? Pocket knife or pocketpens.com. Oh, Buck Slim 112. Yeah, if I could find one. It's really hard to get. I actually want a Buck 110 Slim, and I'm having a hard time getting one in the version that I want. The Cold Steel Storm Cloud is a bit beyond the $50 thing that I said. I would kind of like to try one out though, but I guess you're saying the Buck 112. Well, maybe I'll just have to give up and get a Buck 112. But Buck 110 Slim. A lot of you guys are saying those Buck Slims. Have you ever done the Stat Gear Ausis? I had a Stat Gear Ausis. I didn't think it was even worth bothering to do a review on. It was early on in the channel's history, and it was so meh that I just didn't. I don't care for it. I didn't hate it. I didn't like it. It was just so meh that, like, if I'd had it now, I'd probably do the review. But back then, I didn't want to bother with it. It was 5 seconds. I apologize for my tardiness. So, yeah, the 112 is a bit smaller. Buck 112 is leading in the clubhouse right now, and I think Jack's Farm Boy was the first person to say that. So he's leading right now. So if you guys want to be him, you gotta find something better. Kershaw Blur, I did that one. How do you feel about Cold Steel going to S35? I'm not excited about it, but I mean, I had a Code 4 S35 in my pocket today, and God knows where I put it right now on this table full of knives. But I wish they hadn't have, but I understand why. It was just a supply issue. It wasn't like they were like they turned off from it or anything. So I still have this in XHP. I still have a Recon 1 in XHP. And for those reasons, I will not let those two go away. But I have the Code 4 and S35, and it's all right. They do it a little softer, it seems. I think they do it more like CRK does instead of the like harder like some other companies do. Like Kaiser does their S35 pretty hard. Kershaw Maximus, the Hinder collaboration. Yeah, that's not a bad solution or suggestion. I've looked at those. It's nothing I would want, but I want to own. But if you guys want to see a review of it, so Steve Will Mini Intrigue did that. CRT Rip Snort. Ugh, there's nothing that appeals to me about that one. Some sort of sod buster. I did the Mazarin sod buster a long time ago, the D2 one, which I think is what you're referring to, Lewis. I actually did that one quite a while ago. I still have it. It's a cool knife. LA Police gear in S35. Yeah. Maybe someday, but it's not a priority. Real Steel G5 Metamorph. I've already done that one. I own one and love it. It's actually right here because I carried it a couple days ago. So yeah, there is a review of this up. I had a blue one, I think, in the review, and then I sold the blue one and I got the gray one because it's a bit more subdued looking in the way that I carry it. That's much more appropriate. I heard there's a better one of these coming out now. I can't remember what steel it is. I want to say it's S35, but I don't remember. And better handles and stuff, and a deep carry clip. So I will definitely be getting that. There's like a premium version of this coming out. I just saw the other day somewhere. I can't remember where it was. Very excited about that. If you remember Daily Carry Solutions, what the steel and stuff was, I can't remember. I just saw it looked bad to the ass, as the fat man would say, and I wanted one, and that's all I really remember about it. So. But yeah, I'll definitely be grabbing one of those up because that's a great knife. Yeah, it might have been S5. I don't remember what it was. So you just got your email for a Norseman. So you were on the list or something. That's cool. Right now, Buck 112 is still leading. Spyderco UKPK. I've picked one up and handled it around, and I don't know. I have other knives in that, because I do go to Europe a lot. Well, not a lot. I go once a year for a couple weeks, so I already kind of have my Europe legal collection, and it wasn't anything that I thought was better than anything I already had. So the Rhodey, I did a review on that. 112. If you don't, I will eventually. That's kind of the lead. They're not terribly expensive, are they? I haven't even seen I was looking so much for a 110. I didn't even look at the 112 that much. But here's what I was carrying yesterday. This was my main carry knife, or day before yesterday. Still liking this, and I'm not having any problems at all with my Mastrop Perpetua. I do know that there's a different pocket clip coming out for it, so that'll be cool. You wish that American Lawman were. It's my mascot. I can't sell the American. I've thought about it before, but it's my mascot. It's just this is not just the American Lawman. This is the American Lawman. It's got a song about it, man. I can't possibly sell this. It's just it's got a song about it. I'm not sure about I like the principle and it works very well, this snaggletooth thing, but I think I'm probably gonna go back to the regular studs. I just don't use it that way very much. I'm not a wave feature kind of guy, I guess, but it does work well. The Svord peasant knife. I've looked at those so much, and you know what stops me from buying them is my indecisiveness. There's just so many of them that I can't decide. Here's one that could possibly be up on the next knife sale. Highly unlikely, but I've got an 0470 coming as soon as White Mountain Knives has them. And I don't know if the 0470, it's the same size and everything as my 0609. I don't know. It might be, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know I need to get off my ass and do a review of the Snaggletooth, but it's just not my, it's just, I like it. It works great. It works exactly as advertised, but it's not my thing. So, you got your Buck 112 for 35 new. Is it one of the slims or is it one of the regular ones? Again, I don't even know what the prices of them are because I wasn't even looking for them until you guys suggested it. So I'm just taking your word that they're less than 50 bucks. Drinking more of my before you guys ask. Three Heads Brewing Tiger Blood. Brewed with blood oranges. I just noticed that on there. I didn't even see it. The Lawman and CTS SHP totally rules the hard use knife. It is great. It's super slicey. I have zero complaints about that. So yeah, somebody else mentioned on our little, maybe you were on it, Blade Banner. I can't remember. Are you on our little YouTube messenger group thing? Somebody mentioned the shield from SK Blades earlier tonight. Some things don't hit on the review feels. I got shit later and they never get done. Yeah, it's just sometimes you're just like, you have to have something to say, and some knives just don't give you anything to say, you know? Is there any way to adjust the detent on your Osprey? I assume you're talking about the yep, artisan cutlery one. There's ways to adjust detent. It just depends on which way it is. So, oh, I'm gonna do a review on this too. One of you guys won one of these, and I liked it so much I went and bought another one, so I could go ahead and do the review. This is the QSP Phoenix. Pretty cool knife. Yeah, like I said, they sent me one to give away for a review, and it got here like, or get to give away, and I gave it away so quickly because it got here like 2 days before that I never got a chance to do a review, so I bought another one. Pretty cool knife. I do really like this. I like the kind of Warren Cliffy sheep's footy thing, and the action on it is just so good. Yeah, what Matt said. Matthew, I don't know if you prefer Matt or Matthew. What Matthew said. Give it a tweak. Give it a little and I'll probably be fine. But this thing is great. I can't wait to do a review on this. I'm not going to say carrying this because I haven't taken it out of the house a whole lot, but it's been getting a lot of work around the house, and it's working pretty darn good. I'm like kind of liking what QSP is doing. Okay, so it is the S5. All right, I'm going to look that up then. We're still talking about, if you guys are just joining us, previously we were talking about the Real Steel Metamorph G5. They're coming out with an S5 with upgraded steel, and is it titanium liner, or is it titanium handles? I can't remember. I thought there was something else more than just that. So, and they changed. Yeah, I know they changed the backspacer, but I freaking love the G5, so I will be jumping all over that S5. Really cool knife. We have the normal 112. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna try and find that S35 Slim. But I'm telling you guys, if you want to win these 3 little tools from Weehaw, and I know Jack's Farm Boy will wear these out in a minute and a half. So no, not in a minute and a half. They're pretty good tools. They last a long time. But I know that we tear apart a lot of knives. So if you want to save these from a life of hard use, the T6, T8, T10, come up with something cool that is suggesting a new knife for me to review for under $50, and I'm gonna pick the best one. You're gonna win it. But Jack Farm Boy right now is leading with these right now with his suggestion of the Buck 112 Slim. So I'm gonna make you go find me a link to where I can buy one though too. So I'm gonna make you pay for it somehow. Haha. Yeah, the Buck Shield. I'm gonna have to go look up that Buck Shield too. I've been lucky with Buck as far as quality control stuff. So, well, no, I'm sorry, I wasn't. I got one that was terrible. Gerber Flatiron. You know what? I was at Dick's Sporting Goods the other day. You got to say all 3 words. Dick's Sporting Goods. You can't just say I was at Dick's. People get the wrong idea. But I was at Dick's Sporting Goods the other day, and I actually picked up a flat iron, and I almost bought it, but I just knew that it cost twice what I could find it on the internet, and then I just never bothered to go find it on the internet. But you don't pay attention to much below $50. Yeah, I move these around, Jeremy. So sometimes they're 100 and 150, sometimes they're down to 50. I just depends on, honestly, how much money I got laying around at the moment. So you got a mini Ethereum. Oh, awesome. I really want one of those. That's getting kind of itchy about that, but I know the 0470 is coming soon to my local not local, but to my distributor that I use. So I'm kind of trying not to spend a lot of money on high dollar stuff till I get one of those. Oh yeah, stripped out. That doesn't surprise me on a Gerber that someone would strip it out the first time that they took it apart. But if you guys are on here, I got 57 watching now, and you missed the sale. I've only sold one. The Practic is sold, but everything else, if you want to go back when this is done and check that out, still do have some stuff for sale. And when this is over, I'm probably also going to post them on Instagram because I really want to get this stuff moved, preferably this evening. And usually that happens pretty quickly on the Instagrams. So Steel of Resonant, already did that one. Yeah, I've heard the Kaparas are coming soon. That was one I don't think I was really too excited about. Am I ever going to jump on the Tucson train? I don't have anything morally against Tucson, as I do some of the other cheaper Chinese companies, but it's just the way I have to get my hands on them. It's probably, if one passes through my hands, I'll review it, but it's not one I'm gonna spend the time and effort to seek out and try to get on the channel. Intrigue did that. Um, I almost sold this. I thought about selling my wasabi, and then I just couldn't do it because unfortunately I don't carry it that much. But it's just so pretty, I just can't let it go. I should, because I don't use it very much, but I just couldn't quite let it go. Because look at it, it's just so nice. I just really like it. You ever want to try out Maximus Steel or maybe a Spidey Chef someday? Yeah, but I'm not. It's not like a priority. I think I did. I do a Maximus? No, I didn't. I almost bought a Maximus once and then I didn't do it. Um, oh, I'll get the Steel Wheel Piercer when it comes out. That looks pretty cool. Yep, the bare knuckle and the smock are the two that I'm waiting on too, Randy. I canceled all my other pre-orders. The only two pre-orders I still have in are the bare knuckle and the smock. I canceled my one on the amalgam because I saw Nick Shabazz's review and I just thought that's too big for me. I'm not gonna like that. So it'd probably be one of those things where I'd review it and say it's really nice for a giant knife, and then I'd turn right around and sell it. So I canceled my order for that. But I did keep my pre-orders for the bare knuckle and the smock. Yeah, Instagram is pretty good if you got a lot of followers. Of course, it's not so great if you don't, but it's good if you got a lot of followers. Uh, Boker plus Wasabi Slip Joint. Have not seen that one. You're still waiting on your Skaha. Did you actually get an email, or are you just waiting in hope, or did you actually? Are you actually like? Did you pay money and all that stuff? They're waiting for Zell to get that damn malware going. I want that knife. Yeah, it's not in his hands anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, the malware and the Roxy, those, I would say the malware, the Roxy, the Smock, and the bare knuckle are the, and the 0470 are the five that I'm most anticipating before the end of the year, and they're probably gonna be my only big knife purchases of the rest of the year. I'll get budget stuff that I intend to flip, but for stuff for me, that's probably about it. Oh, sweet, Kiefer, you got the email. It's paid for. Oh, you're gonna love it. It's a great knife. The Skaha is everything that everybody says it is. Really, really love it. And yes, that malware looks ridiculous pretty. And, oh, you said pointy. That too, but also very, very cool. And the Roxy, yeah, is the one that I want the most. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good stuff about the Tucsons, but it's yeah, it's just I don't want to deal with all the eBay and all that crap and that I gotta do to get it, so I just haven't. Yeah, I've been on the list since about April too, Birdlaw. That's how long I've been on it. The Green Ozark Trail. Oh, you said Ozark Trail. Oh, 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 you gagged me. Sorry. Don't say Ozark Trail here. I don't want anything to do. You got the Ska, your favorite fidget knife, from the first one. Yeah, they're awesome fidget knives. They're so much fun. I'm I'm still for the Kershaw Maximus because it's so similar to your ZT. But it's got that weird blade. I don't know. I just don't like that. Like, I don't know. I don't like those the big kind of stabby blade. It's just that's not my thing. Yeah, and then I just said I want a malware, which is one of the stabbiest looking knives ever. But I don't like that dagger looking blade. I guess is a better way to put it. Show Eric Glesser showed you an amber translucent scale when I showed him my pair of 3. Yeah, wow, that is a 1-up for sure. Daily carry, did you say pair of 3 lightweight? Oh, that's something you guys are talking about. Kaiser Begleiter or domine. I slightly prefer the domine, but honestly, I haven't had my hands on a beg lighter for a whole lot of time. But from what I remember, I think I like the domine a little bit better. $25 review V Knife Stout. Oh yeah, I've been wanting to get one of those. You know what? I think someone's loaning me one of those though. I think that was on the thing somewhere. K-Bar Dozier. I've already done the Dozier. I don't know if I want to bother to do the Hunter. Maybe the Hunter's what even I did. I don't remember. Um, Boker Wasabi is similar to an Urban Trapper, but with a front flipper and bigger. I'll have to check that out. Bob B, you said the Domi is nice for the money and you own the blue one. Nice taste. So do I. That's what color I have. So, why would they make a lightweight para? I wouldn't mind seeing a lightweight something para. I wouldn't mind it at all. They do a lightweight Mannix. I wouldn't mind it. I'd check them out. I don't know if it's something I would like, but I'd check it out. Did I review the Phoenix? And I'm going to this week. Yeah, I got one to give away. I gave it away, and then I went and bought another one. So, let's see, RKT get shit done. I never don't even. I've heard of that, but I've never even looked at what it was. So, yes. Jack Farm Boy says it to Woodland Tactical for us sissies. Yes, some of us need. We have very lightweight pants, and we need the lightest we can possibly get. CRKT get shit done crappily. That's a horrible acronym though. That just doesn't work out at all for labeling purposes. The GSDC just is it's too hard to remember. Because not everyone abuses their blades. Yeah. Oh, you have Shabazz hands, Jack? I don't. I have long, skinny, manly hands. So I have like the hands of Vlad the Impaler, where they're very. I have very big hands, but they're very thin, as if I'm a frail man. So that's why I make Dracula references. But I have big, long Dracula fingers, and it's a weird thing to fit on knives because my hands wrap all the way around, but they're pretty thin, so the handle length is usually okay. But I don't know what you call my hands. I don't know what you call long, skinny finger hands. Little bitch hands is the best, but I know they're little bitch hands, but I don't know what you call them. Bestech Torpedo looks great. Looks pretty great. Yeah, that does look kind of cool. Oh, you just have just regular old hands. That's how the rest of me is. I'm 5'11". I wear size 10.5 shoes. Like I wear, excuse me, drinking too much beer. I wear 32 pants. I can't get anything on sale because it's all gone because I'm like exactly middle of the road American man sized, except my hands are, I have really long fingers. And I have another appendage that's gigantic. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah. I don't have tattooed hands. I have a tattooed wrist, and I'm about to get a tattoo in my hand. We're almost done here. We can go into silliness now. What do you guys think? So my dad was a pilot. He passed away a few years ago, and he owned a plane, and I was gonna get the tail number of his plane. The plane was white and red, and I was gonna get in red the tail number of his plane tattooed right here. But But then I think I'm also kind of a amateur hand model now. I think that's how Nick Shabazz puts it. So I don't know if I want to get, but I really want a little tattoo here of the tail number of his plane. But I don't know if that's gonna be weird. He had a Beach Bonanza. Beautiful plane. Try 511 pants. You know, I've almost bought 511 pants, Woodland. I'm on a thing with these cools now. KUHL. I wear the cool pants now, and I'm really into those. But the 511 pants are a little bit cheaper, so we'll see. Yeah, do it right across your chest. I want it visible. I think like when I do tattoos, like I want them. I have one invisible tattoo, and all the other ones are where you can see them. I've got one on my neck, and this is my kids' names and stuff. So yeah, Tangram Mini Armadillo. Yeah, cools are the best. Cool pants are just, and I have a cool jacket too. It always sounds so stupid when you're telling it though. Is the only thing. But yeah, my dad was in the Air Force for 4 years, but he didn't fly in the Air Force. He became a flight instructor afterwards, and then he helped me get my pilot's license. I don't have it anymore, but I did have a pilot's license for a hot minute, and I grew up in and around airplanes. And I was in the Air Force for 9 years, but I didn't fly in the Air Force either. I wasn't an officer, so they wouldn't let me hold a stick. I just was locked in the bunker. True Work pants. I never heard of those. I'll look them up when we're done here. But yeah, because I was like a Levi's guy forever. I wore 501s and stuff, and I just kept tearing up. They just keep getting teared up. Yep, tore up with taking knives in and out. So wanted to switch to something else. Really, which base? I was at Pope Air Force Base from 94 to 98, and then I got out for a while, and then I was at Eglin Air Force Base for a couple of years, and then I was at a Buchel, Germany, which is a NATO base. That's not a U.S. Air Force base, but I was attached to NATO at that time. So F4 Phantom, great plane. It is absolutely great plane. My dad worked on Phantoms. I was command and control, so I sat in a bunker all the time. You were at Eglin too? Yeah, Eglin's that's a city. That's not an Air Force base. There's a runway there, but man, that place was huge. At Keesler, I went to Keesler for did I go? Yeah, I went to Keesler for tech school. Yeah, God, that shows how much my brain is bounced around. Yeah, I was at Keesler for tech school for 6 weeks, something like that, and then I went back there TDY a couple times. The Pinchenko dog tag. Yeah, that's great. I wish yeah, for $49.99 it's a good deal, but it's I don't like to review stuff that's discontinued. Oh, your dad prepped the F4 outside the Eglin Museum. Cool. Lowry Keesler. I went to Maxwell Gunner for something. I don't remember what it was, but that was cool. I was at Lackland for basic, but I wasn't there for any amount of time. I just did my, what was it, 5 weeks at the time, basic training for that. So, all right, I think we're starting to get wrapped up here, where we're just talking about where we've been in the Air Force, which is very interesting to the 5 or 6 of us that are talking about it, but probably not as interesting to you. So, but yeah, this is another. I still love this thing. This is such a great knife, the GB2. If you guys don't, if you haven't held a Gil Bradley 2 from Spyderco, you need to, because this is one that I didn't think I wanted until I got in my hand, and then I just freaking love this thing. It's so nice. Answer a couple more questions. I'm you guys. Defense language. Yeah, you need to try out a Gil Bradley too. It's just one of those you can't appreciate till it's in your hand, until you cut something with it, really, which they're probably not going to let you do that in the store. But man, such a good slicer. If you're on the fence, just get one. It's something you'll really love. I mean, Okan, I think like we talk on here a bit. I think I know your taste a little bit. Get one. You're going to love it. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome knife. And they're not horrible expensive. You got a Sage 5 and put some blue screws on. I have my Sage 5 over here somewhere too. I try and lay a lot of stuff out when I'm doing these. So, still got my Sage 5 too. Still loving it a whole lot. Carried it on a movie set last weekend. So, because I was shooting a movie and I had to have a 3-inch knife. So, due to laws. The Centofonte 3, that's one I've really been thinking about, but my local knife shop actually has one, and they keep knocking the price down. And I I know they'd knock a bit more off for me, and I keep like almost going to get it, but it's pinned together. That's the only reason why I haven't gotten one, because I can't take it apart. That ruins half the joy. But I'm going to declare Jack Farmboy the winner. He has suggested for my next review knife under $50, the Buck 112 Slim. I'm going to declare him the winner. So, Jack Farmboy, email me at the address down below, sliceydice75@gmail.com, and I will send you a set of these. So, shoot me an email. And if you guys want to buy anything, as I said, the stuff that I have before, the only one that I got so far that's definitely sold is the Wii Practic. So, all right. Yeah, if it sucks, it wasn't you. I will not blame you for the quality of the knife, Jack. I know you didn't have any hands in producing it, so I won't blame you for the quality of the knife. At least not outwardly. Inwardly, in my soul, I'll blame you. But outwardly, I won't say anything to you. But yeah, good idea. That was one I was kind of half considering anyway. So hope you guys have had a good time. We're dead on an hour. I try to keep these right at about an hour. Oh, and thanks, Kiefer. I appreciate the little donation thing. By the way, you guys can always click that little donation thing. That's always nice. So hope you guys had a good time. I will talk to you. I don't know if I'm gonna. I may do these every week. I think I'm gonna try and do them every week, but instead of doing them every couple of weeks when I get moved around, I'm just going to try and do them every week. And then if I can't, I can't. And that'll be the way it is. So, but I'll let you guys know. So, hope you guys had a really good time. I know I definitely did. See you all next week or the week after. Have a good one.